Good afternoon, everyone. Average Joe coming to you from the mountains of North Carolina, where you can guess, yes, it is snowing. So, today we're going to go over my cheap tarp that I have and some of the modifications I've done to it. It's just two simple modifications. You've gotten your $30 Amazon tarp. I've carried this thing with me in several hikes for the longest time because I'm very, very particular about what I'm going to buy next. So I've used this for a long time. It's a Chill Gorilla hexagonal tarp. This one in particular is an 11 foot by 9 foot, I believe it is. Um, but there's two modifications that you can do to add storm doors to it. And we're going to go over the first modification, which is a cheap alternative to DIY snake skins. So this is the epitome of hiker trash. Snake skins usually can run you anywhere from 16 to 20 bucks online. These are a quick and easy set. YouTube user, I'll put his link below, actually was the one who turned me on to this. But rather than spend the 20 bucks or 16 bucks, you just use a simple $1 Walmart loofah, and we'll go over that at the end of the video so I don't bore you to death with that. But two routes you can go just for video. I interwove a elastic band with a cinch on it, so that way it gives it a little bit of a bounce. And on this side of it, I did nothing more than folded over a piece of Gorilla tape and folded it over, because when the ends are sticking out, as you can see in this right here, they get real fray and brittle and can split apart. So you want to reinforce the ends somehow. But with the shock cord, just take it and slide it out. But since I'm doing this one-handed, I'm not really going to be able to show you. So stays nice and munched at the end. So when you're ready to put it up, you fold it up and go over it. Same thing with this side. Since it's just taped on, same thing, it just slides right down. It is cheap. It has been prone to tearing. I can't do this one-handed. But if you're in the trail and it tears, most of the time, especially in the Appalachian Trail, you're going to find a Dollar General way before you find an Amazon store or, Dutchware's website or something to that extent. So you can go into any Dollar General, get one of these, and make a quick impromptu snake skin. So let's fold this tarp out. Now, one good aspect of having snake skins, you really don't have to tie these up and bunch these together. You can just go ahead and roll them into the thing. And for this video purposes, I am using paracord. I can hear every hiker out there cringing when he hears me say paracord, but it's easier to see in this video using the bright orange. Usually these come stock with a line that's a lot thinner, a lot more resilient. Paracord will stretch over time, so if you have a windy night, you will get a bit of a bounce. But with this, for the video, we're going to use this. Also, you can get the Zingit or Lashet cord online. Makes it a little easier too, especially if you upgrade to a Dutchware chameleon. I mean a Dutchware's wasp. So we're going to stake this out real quick using a little Lark's head knot. stake out the other corners. I like the lark's head because it's easy to put on and go up and down the line real easy. Okay, now for the second part of my hammock modification I've done to this one. Instead of having to buy one with doors on it and adding weight that you don't need, because honestly, of all the times I've been camping, I think I've needed doors maybe 2 or 3 times. A little quick hack you can do, especially to a $20, $30 hammock, you really don't feel like you're going to hurt yourself if you do it. But get some grow gain. Well, I did. Actually, let's go here to the outside. You can see a bit better. Hello, Joe Gorilla. I sewed on this tab, hand stitched, looped it over itself, and just sewed it on there and rammed a piece of cord to it. So whenever you do have a day where it gets windy, I'll show you on this side because I've already got it staked out. You've got this staked to the ground. What you can do is you'll pull this corner in and stake it in at an angle. You see how you create a door? Yes, it's not as roomy as most hammocks you'll get that have doors built into them, but if you're in a situation where it's a storm, you're not really going to care. As you can see, I've got my hammock set up in here, and you can see I still have at least a good 10 inches to a foot of space. And you essentially create a door. By the way, Tim Watson, thank you. You're the gentleman behind this. And I will post a link below for his videos because he's got some neat stuff too. So, but here it is. Both of them pulled across. You can pull them in a little tighter in on each other. I've used it in Red River Gorge when it was extremely windy one night. It did great for me the whole night. So you can see from the inside. Still got plenty of room. In the event of a storm, you can pitch it a little lower too if you like. But other than that, it's my simple little hack for 2 little hacks for a cheap tarp. You come out not even spending $35-40 on the whole complete setup, but I'll have links to a couple of the hammocks that are the tarps that are like that. Other than that, we'll go to the tutorial on using a loofah. Okay, so here is our $1 loofah. You can get them at any store just about. What you're going to look for is this little white piece in the middle, and carefully snip it. And you're going to get essentially a snake skin that's been hiding in your bathroom the whole time. So I do know the one brand is Equate. It comes as 2 separate ones. This one is an extremely long one, so the one that's on the one I have is an Equate from Walmart, which is over there just by the bath soaps and whatnot. And this one was one I got from a Dollar General. But you can see you got the exterior, the end of it, and see how brittle that is. Just the slightest pull on that can cause it to tear. So to reinforcement, one thing you can do is take a piece of shot cord with a band on, cinch on it. You can run it through itself over and over again until you essentially wrap around it. Now the only bad part about that is you still have this bit that's sticking out. And this is just me, and we're keeping it hiker trash style, so we're going to keep it cheap. Just use a roll of tape. So that's approximately 7 inches. Just loop it in on itself. Now, 2 ways you can do this. You can either A, you apply it. We'll go over the 2 options. You just create pretty much a vortex for the tarp to slide in. Now, you can either A, keep it light and simple and fold it over itself and tape it to itself, or for S&Gs, if you just want more to grip at the end, just get you another piece of tape, go around it. I am, however, not coordinated enough right now, so this is just going to be a rough model. So you just slide your tarp through that like you would a set of snake skins. And because it's only $1, I'll show you what it looks like when it's folded over on itself. So do the same thing, about 7 or 8 inches. Also, since it's, we're doing hiker trash modifications, if you mess up, you're only out a couple bucks. It's kind of like doing the whole alcohol stuff out of a cat food can. If you lose it, you're only out 79 cents, something like that. So this one, just fold it in on itself, and the tape stick to itself. And there you have it. You have an all-weather snake skin for $1 and some change. So, other than that, if you got any questions, do you know where to put them? That's right, down below. Other than that, thank you for watching. Have a great day.